Hello. I know you have no voice. It's okay. Oh, hey, Shannon. Didn't see you down there. I am currently on the highway heading home from New York. They can't breathe. Hey, Southern Mama.
Hello.
I am actually going to mute unless I'm needed for anything, but he asked me to be here, so I'm here. I'm going to mute for now.
Okay.
Hey, Wolfie.
Hi. Hello, guys.
Hello.
Cupcake turned off the comments, so this is just between you and Southern Mama. I'm going to mute.
Are we
Cupcake.
waiting for Quinn?
I don't know.
Quinn can't be here. That's why I have Cherokee on panel.
Okay. All right. Very good. So you two, let's just talk nicely. I know it can get emotional. That's fine. But let's, be the adults we are and just talk out what you need to talk out. And take accountability for what you need to take accountability for. I'm going to mute now. The floor belongs to you two. Wolfie, I guess you should go first.
Okay. So, Mama, thank you for having this call. Chris and Cupcake, thank you for being here to witness. I want to start by saying I am so deeply sorry for blowing up at you at the live when you said that I was as bad as Goddess. You were speaking your truth, a painful but necessary dose of reality, and I reacted with immaturity and defensiveness. It was incredibly unfair for me to lash out at you for being so honest. I am also so incredibly sorry for saying the words, "I was through with you." They were cruel and careless, and I said them with the intention of hurting you. I now understand that those words probably triggered your worst fears and left you feeling abandoned and disposable. I can't express how sorry I am for letting you down so completely. I'm also sorry I never checked in to make sure how you were doing. A true friend does show up and I just abandoned you, and I never bothered to ask you how you were doing. Your loyalty and friendship meant so much to me, and I acted like I took it for granted. I'm truly ashamed of what I did. I'm also sorry that I should have defended you. And unfortunately, I did not do that. My purpose for this conversation is to fully take accountability for my actions. I am here to listen, not to make excuses. So.
Wolfie,
Yes, ma'am.
Wolfie, go ahead and mute up so that Southern Mama can speak.
yeah, I'm outside, so there might be some noise in the background, but Wolfie, this is what I have to say. You explained to me really about a few of the questions I already have for you. You just answered those. But what you did and what you left out there is you planned to come after me for over a month. You said them out of your own mouth. You told me, because I asked you, how long have you been planning this? Because I'm no fool. I really no fool. I seen you go after other ladies, my friends, before me, but I still stayed your friend. I've sat and talked with you. I've helped you with all kinds of different situations. So for you to do what you did, you came at me out of nowhere. And I can only assume why. And that's all I've been doing since you did it. I'm actually a mentally ill patient. And what you did was made me question myself as a human being, as whether I'm being too nice, not nice enough, or should I go back to being the hateful person I used to be. But thankfully, I have a good team of doctors that has worked with me since all of this happened, for me not to fall down that rabbit hole in my head, because I know the type of person I am. I was good to you. I never disrespected you. I didn't stand beside you on some of the things, but I never, ever disrespected you in any way to deserve what you handed me. Because not only you handed me a knife to my back with just what you did, but you allowed a man to attack me that I never met until that morning. I had no clue on who he was until that morning. And for when he was attacking me, for you to unmute and giggle and then mute back up just infuriated me. Because there was no reason. And I'm sorry if I'm getting a little loud. I don't mean to, because my husband's sitting here telling me to bring it down a notch. So I'm admitting to that.
You're fine, Mama.
However, I'm very angry. I'm very, very angry. There has been a few talks with us within all that time, with people as witnesses. And I told you I could forgive you, but your actions speak louder than your words. So you would have to prove to me that your words were true by your actions. And you kept throwing that in my face. And you laughed about it because you told me you had no intention of apologizing, that the apology was fake. So at the end of the day, okay, let me hold on just a second. because I'm really not done. Because I'm really not done. I'm not done with you having a man attack me. Because you've talked to me about your own story, your own upbringing. And for you to have a man and let a man do that is freaking traumatizing. Traumatizing. Because you don't know my story. Because you never took the time to learn my story. That's where this anger, and then to say in other lives where I'm not present, to say that you came in to defend me. Woofy, you never defended me in anything. Anything. Especially in any lives. You went off on me in a few lives. You went off on me in Discord over things that I had no control over. I did my best in things. That's where I think that you got so angry with me. It's because I didn't protect a certain someone enough to your standards. Well, let me tell you something. The only way you know that I didn't defend her enough is you outside of the live window licking and watching. And if you were doing that, why didn't you come and defend her? Why? Because you was told not to do what you was doing. Your actions hasn't changed. And the other thing that has really upset me with you is all this talking about mental health and self-diagnosis. As a mental patient for almost 26 years, what you spew about being healed, no, sir. No, sir. I don't buy it. I don't buy it one little bit. I struggle every single day, every second, every minute, every hour to be a better person today than I was yesterday. And what you have brought out in me is the person I've been healing for the past 12 years. 12 years. You have no clue about mental illness. And I hope that you are telling the truth and you're getting help. I hope that's true. Do I actually believe it? No. In my opinion, and what I know and what I've seen of you, even after I blocked you and haven't even tried to get a hold of you. Actually, you've gotten a lot of people to contact me to talk to you when I tell you no. I've got you blocked. You're done. You're done. But do I forgive you? As much as one part of me says, no, I'm old enough to be your mother. That part of me says I have to for my own peace, because it's not good to carry anger. It's not. I wanted an opportunity to tell you how I felt about what you did. Not only to hear you out, because you asked for this. You asked to have this meeting. I didn't want to talk to you. I blocked you. I was done. Because your actions has never showed me anything but deceitfulness. And negativity. And that's not what I am. I'm a very loyal friend. I'm a very respectful person. You respect me, I respect you. But what you did to me is you took my kindness. You took my respectfulness. You threw it in the mud, you stomped on it, then you beat me with it. You thought you beat me down. You thought you beat me down. But you didn't, honey. You didn't. There's been better than you that has knocked me down, but I've never stayed down. And I told you that. I told you I would never do that to you, Southern Mama. But you did. However, because I do get help, and I am much older and grown, I'm not going to be your worst enemy. I could be. I want to be so bad. Just because you mock, and you've been mocking mental illness. Do you realize how important it is for people all around the world to understand mental illness? People that suffer from mental illness. If people understood me a little bit better, it would make me happy. It would make me feel like I was understood. I don't want to be pitied. You want to be pitied. You've been all over TikTok trying to find people to stand up for your wrongdoing instead of admitting. It's been, what, a month or longer? Especially with me. I haven't spoke to you since you had the gentleman stand up to me and yell at me and threaten me. That was the last time. That day is when you admitted that you had been planning. I haven't spoke to you since. It's taken this long. And I don't buy you have to find yourself. I don't buy that at all. I don't. I don't buy what you just said, honestly, because it sounded like you read it from some computerized voice thing. Because you have to remember, I'm not technologically smart. But what I am smart in is when I'm being manipulated. When I'm dealing with a narcissistic person. Because one, if you knew my story, you would have approached me in a whole different way. I'm not doubting you have mental illness, because I can plainly see it. I can recognize it as a patient myself. I don't need a license. I just need experience. That's why I said I hope you're telling the truth. But I'm also going to say this. Just because I listened to you and I got my feelings out that I wanted to you, doesn't mean that I ever want to speak to you. You can have the same friends I have. I'm a grown adult. I'm not telling nobody to pick and choose, because that would be immoral of me. But I will tell you this. If I go into a room and you're there, I'm leaving. Because I don't want to be around somebody that would cause as much trouble as you have. For no reason. You gave me no reason of why you did anything to me or to the others, because it just seeped down. I was not your first victim. And honestly, in my experience, not going to be your last. Well, actually, I wasn't your last, because your last was actually someone else. Because I didn't work out for you. My suggestion for you is to stop saying, I'm leaving the apps, I'm taking a break, I'm going to work on therapy for me. You actually leave the apps. You actually go take the therapy. And you actually go take the time to fix yourself. It's hard for me to actually talk like this to you because I really want to rip into you. I really do. But when I sit and think about it, like I have today, last night, I would be ripping into my child. My child. Grant you, you're 5 years older than my child. My child has more respect for ladies, especially adults that could be his parents, than you have. You've always asked me, do you think my mama would be proud of me? Honestly, do you think your mother would be proud of you? Because it's not for me to say. Just like I told you then, I'm telling you now. If you have to ask me that question, would she? What you did to not only just me, but others was despicable. Despicable. We've only did nothing but try to get you help. You did nothing but deceive us. Nothing but deceive us. And like I've told them, I'm going to tell you, I don't expect you to be honest with us. I feel your energy. You're not being honest with us. You're being deceitful. You have anything to say? And then
Sorry for what I did to you. I am seeking the help with the associates at In-Depth Therapy up in Broomfield. I should have.
hold on, Whoopi. Hold on. I really don't mean to interrupt you. Sorry, not sorry. However, when I say it sounds like you're talking and I can't take your words serious, it's because it sounds like you have your computer answering for you instead of you answering for me. You know this enough about me, Whoopi, that I'm not going to sit here and let you bamboozle me. I don't have nothing wrote down. I'm talking to you from the bottom of my soul. And right now, you can't see my face, and I'm not going to show you my face. But you are staring me down as I'm staring you down. You are being dishonest right now. If you cannot speak to me without sounding like you're getting your answers from a computer, then I'm going to end this conversation because you're not going to take that energy from me. You know I'm going to stand 10 toes down on it. So if you cannot be honest with me and sound like a normal person talking without reading a computerized statement, then I have nothing else to hear or say.
I can prove that I've been going to in-depth therapy since June. Since the end of June. Unfortunately, I've not been. But the one thing that has happened is I have become calmer than this past summer, than any time in the past decade. It's late. Yes. But I'm finally listening to the advice that you and others have given me. And I am seeking the help that I need to seek. And I am trying to turn not just my life here, but my life in general around.
Then let me ask you this. In the responses to having this meeting today at 2:00, why was you fighting it so much? If you wasn't the one making the rules, why fight it so much? Why be so adamant to have all 5 of us girls together? Why? So you can say only one apology to the 5 of us? So you can only have one accountability to the 5 of us?
No, ma'am.
Then why was you fighting it?
You each have your own individual apologies. I'm just not used to the idea of the public being able to look in on private business.
You didn't have a problem with the public when you was screaming at me, berating me. You didn't have a problem with the public when you did that. But you have a problem with the public now? You didn't have a problem embarrassing me and harming my personality with everyone on TikTok. You didn't have a problem then.
That was something I should not have done.
I don't want to hear something that you think I want to hear, Woofy. I'm asking you questions and I'm saying things to get the honest answer. Quit reading. Quit waiting for somebody to tell you what to say to me. I'm asking you a direct question.
Nobody's telling me what to say.
I shouldn't have done it. It's not an answer.
That was inexcusable.
It's like I'm sorry, go ahead. I'm sorry.
That was inexcusable what I did. There is no.
Well, we know we all know it's inexcusable, but why? It's just like you have not answered my question yet about why did you plan a month and a half, and what was the reason? And don't tell me you don't have a reason, because to plan something for so long, there's a reason. We've been through this rodeo before, and I told you this is holding you accountable. You telling me what you think I need to know to hold yourself accountable? No, sir, no, sir, no, sir. You planned this a month and a half to attack me. You haven't answered that question. There is a reason why you did it, and I'm not coming off of that. There is a reason. So if you truly want to be held accountable, you will truthfully answer that.
Because I thought you were a target.
Excuse me?
Because I thought you were an easy target.
So you thought I was a target? What a very good fucking target was I? Didn't work out for you, did it?
No, ma'am.
Okay, now give me another one. Because I don't buy it. I don't buy it. You thought you can hurt me and I would forgive you. You thought that you can take what I give everyone and throw it away like trash. And thought I'd say, that's okay. No, sir. No, sir. Why was I a target? You planned it for a month and a half. It wasn't because I was an easy target, because you know for a fact by coming after me, you would be attacked. So, come on with another one.
God's honest truth.
So you admit just going around and attacking people for no reasons. So you admit that you are definitely been the problem in this whole situation between us and the rest of the girls.
Yes, I was the problem.
And why? I know why, because you told me. You've told them. You wanted drama. You love drama. We stopped you from going after someone else. We didn't stop you. You were a grown-ass man. We was protecting you. And what did you do? This is all about embarrassing you now for me, because you really truly embarrassed me. I wanted to leave because you embarrassed me. You are proven that we've been telling the truth the whole time.
You think I really...
I don't know who's watching this live. I don't know who's watching this live. And I really don't care. Just like you didn't care when you did it to me, I don't care. Because the truth needs to be told.
You really think I care about my personal image?
No, I don't think you care about anything, Wolfie. I don't think you care about anything. But what you do care about as a narcissistic person is your identity.
I don't care one bit about my identity.
Oh, yes, you do, sir. Yes, you do. Yes, you do. Because this is what this meeting's about anyway. Is to make Wolfie look good.
No, ma'am. It's about doing the right thing finally in my life.
I really do disagree. However, my point has been proven about you. You admitted to it. You admitted to it. So making me a easy target has only destroyed yourself. And I don't think you feel bad at all about it. And when you just said that you can calm your anger, I felt it. I still feel it. You staring me down like my old man used to. When I say old man, my daddy. Keep staring. You can get angry all you want to because nobody likes to be held accountable for their wrongdoings. Nobody likes to eat that crow.
I'm not trying to stare you down. You are the one that this conversation is for. So I am giving you the respect of looking at you the best I can.
Good. That's why I can call you on your bullshit, because you are staring me down. I can feel your energy a whole lot better when I'm looking in your eyes. You created drama with people that never hurt you. And the best we get is, I'm sorry, I should have never done that. Do you honestly think that what you did and what you're saying now outweighs?
There's nothing I can say to take back what I did. Nothing.
You're absolutely with these whole last couple of months. That right there is the only honest thing you've ever said. Is there is nothing that you can do. I gave you chance after chance. Show me. Your actions going to have to prove that your words are true. I'm not 35 years old. I don't go by word of honor unless you prove to me. And you haven't. You haven't proved to me at all since I said it for the last 2 months till now. Not one time. Not one time. Now, the only reason I care about my image is because I worked very hard to understand people's stories, to understand that there's other people out there that hurt, that need somebody to be nice, to be loyal, to be like a mother, a sister, a best friend. I worked too hard to become a better person. To let you drag me down. But I will say that when we're done here, do not contact me. It would not be in your best interest. It would not. At all. Because I got people other than people on the internet to protect me. Because I honestly, as a federal, what's the word I'm looking for? As a fellow mental illness patient, I can actually show you what it means to be one that's actually being taken care of and getting the help. And that includes you going, you window licking, you stalking any of my friends. And I seen you roll your eye because I know you're not done. You're not done with me. And you're not done with nobody because you love the drama. I'm not going to mention the other person's name because I vowed that I would not put names out here. But you know who I'm talking about. You have, even you said it because you said it was self-diagnosed, obsessive compulsive disorder. Yeah, you sure do. You don't know when to back off when you're told. You don't. You don't know how to leave things alone. I suggest you listen to your therapist as I'm doing, because my therapist told me to tell you exactly how I felt about how you're running around here making a mockery of mental illness. And I'm doing it. I want to do it so loud and so mean because you have no clue, none, on what it means to truly be mentally ill. You don't know how it is at a fight right now to keep certain identities in. My husband right now has his hands on my shoulders, my knees, trying to keep me still in my chair. You have no clue what a fight that is. And by the strength of my husband and God, and the belief that I can sit here and tell you what I feel, has given me the strength to do that. Imagine when I don't give a fuck. Because as you was telling me all about yourself, I was taking fucking notes. So when I say, when this ends, you walk away, you leave me and my friends alone, I mean it. I mean it. And with that being said, Cherokee, thank you for being here. Thank you for allowing me to have my say. Cupcake, I really appreciate you guys. Thank you for allowing me to have my say. I will mute, and Wolfie, because I'm done. Unless you're going to be totally honest and stop reading shit. But I don't think that's going to happen, so I'm going to leave it up to you now.
Thank you, Mama, for coming in and taking the time to speak with Wolfie. He needed to hear all of that. You can't grow without hearing what you've done wrong. Wolfie, if there's anything else you wanted to say, the floor is yours.
The only thing I had written was the apology.
Not what you had written. Right now is the time for you to speak from your heart.
I am. Chris, I am.
Okay.
And I'll be honest. Yeah, I do feel a little bit on edge. I know I shouldn't, because there's nothing negative about taking the accountability for stuff that you've done. I've read places that it's the most courageous act that anyone can do. probably been not only the bravest, but the smartest thing I've done all year.
You do understand what Mama's done.
Yeah.
She said her piece with as much constraint as she could do. You have to accept what was told to you and work to make yourself better.
Yes.
That doesn't mean friendships will be renewed. As long as you understand that.
Yes.
I mean,
But I am speaking from my heart now, Chris. The only thing I had written down was the apology. I intend to take what you said, Southern Mama, to heart and to act on it. You will not see any retaliation from me. No one will. That was the old Wolfie. The new Wolfie does defend my friends, does defend the people that are still there for me. I intend to use this as a lesson to change. So, thank you guys for this opportunity. And now I'm done.
Is there anyone else here that you would want to talk to now to just get it done? I don't know if Cupcake has the time, if she's willing.
I'll drop. Unless you want me to stay up here and...
Hang
But
on,
I'll drop.
She might be... Okay, she turned her comments back on. Are you okay with that, Wolfie? Will you talk to others now and just,
Yes.
you'll know where everybody stands?
Yes.
Anybody else want to come up? If Cupcake's okay with it, she has the time. Okay, there we go.
Thank you. And I'm gonna drop.
Thank you, Southern Mama. Greatly appreciated.
We all do
My turn.
every day. Getting out of a lot of work and trying to
Belong. All right, Wolfie, mute up. Let Belong say what
Oh
she
no,
needs
I'd
to
like
say.
to hear his words first.
Oh, you want to hear him first? Okay, very good.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, Wolfie, have at it.
I am sorry for saying that joining your panel in January was the biggest mistake. It wasn't. It exposed me to a culture of people that I've actually benefited from knowing is out there. I am sorry that I blew up at you at the VC in June. I'm also sorry that I didn't say a thing when you joined the video call after what happened on Mother's Day. I'm sorry, Belong. I shouldn't have done those things. They were the act of a coward. They were the act of someone who couldn't control his emotions. Go ahead.
Okay, first and foremost, I don't like talking in the third person, so I'm not talking to Wolfie, I'm talking to Sam. Plain and simple. I don't beat around the bush, and you know that. Never have, never will. I think that the fact that you could say all that to me without it being written down, but you couldn't say it from your heart to her, that's kind of concerning. The fact that you can remember every single date that I gave you a chance and you took it for granted, and then had the audacity to sit there and say that I silence you when I absolutely told you you want to go after somebody in a live, you want to have a call out live, not a problem. I just gave you the consequences that could possibly happen, and with that you said I silenced you. I don't silence anybody. And anybody who's been on my lives knows damn well I don't silence nobody. Not friends, not foe, nobody. I don't silence nobody. Even when Cupcake and I were going through our shit, I didn't silence her either. For you to sit here and say that somebody without a professional license can't diagnose you with narcissism. So you know my story. You're just as bad as he is. You are just as bad as he is. You sit here and you do the most oxymoron shit I have ever seen. Oh, I'm going to go after somebody. If they go after my friends, they're females. But what did you do? So rules for thee, but not for me? This is ridiculous. The fact that you want to do this individually, I find to be really messed up, because the fact that you didn't do this individually to us. You did this as a whole. We protected you. We went out on the line for you. We did everything that was asked of us as a protector to do for you. And you chewed it out, spit it out, stuck it in dog shit, and stood on it. You have absolutely no morals when it comes to friendship. You don't care what happens to other people. In fact, you like getting involved in it. I have heard you countless times say, oh, I'd stand 10 toes down for you. Where were your toes? Cut the fuck off? I literally had a live calling somebody out for something they did to you, and you yelled at me for standing up for you because you weren't invited. Throwing it in my face, I had to find out by OG. In case you didn't know, those who claim super aren't supposed to be in call-out lives. Or did that slip your mind because you wanted part of the chaos? I was doing the job that I was supposed to be doing, that is asked of me to do to protect you. And you fucking got pissed and threw it in my face of a how dare you. You have seriously got, dude, I don't know how many times we sat there and told you, you need to go talk to somebody. You need to go talk to somebody. Oh, I am. I'm gonna. I will. They were all lies. Everything you've been saying in the last couple months on your fucking videos is bullshit. A fucking computer told you what the fuck to say. So you would sound intelligent enough and make it sound like it really came from the heart when it didn't. It came from a fucking motherboard. You have absolutely no respect for anybody that you so call a quote unquote friend. We sat here for almost 3 months trying to get somebody accountable for what they had done to a couple of us, and you seem to think you are more privileged to that accountability than we are. Because you can make them. Those were your words. You can make them. Nobody can change my mind. I don't care what anybody has to say. I don't care if somebody's got a problem with what I'm about to say right now. Please come to me. Nobody else, to me. I belong to no family. I go through no channels. But you, sir, are not a fucking super. You hide behind that title in order to fucking get blocked from your accountability. As for you going, oh, I'm trying to mend my friendships. Never, never, never gonna happen. I don't care what you do. I will never trust you. I will never be friends with you. You literally got pissed off for me having people on the board on my live. You know, my lives where I allow everybody to come unless I have an issue. But because you had an issue with them, you decided that I couldn't have certain people on my board. How dare I? This is ridiculous. Absolutely fucking ridiculous that you're trying to fucking do it this way at one at a time when you destroyed and sat there and you have no idea how many times we have literally had to defend our names because of your bullshit. You don't care. You think because you're doing this live right now, your accountability will be over and it'll be all fucking glitz and glory and fucking rainbows. And no, it's not. It's not. I don't want you near my lives. I don't want you near my pages. I don't want you near my life. The fact that you can sit here and you have to write down an apology for one, but you can remember every date that you stuck me in my back is absolutely absurd to me. But I can guarantee you right now, you're not listening to anything any of us have to say because you couldn't even tell me what I fucking got done telling you. So I'll let you talk for a moment.
That I'm not to come near your pages or your lives? That you think that it's...
I don't want you to repeat it.
That is exactly what you said.
I just said that I don't think that you could. It didn't mean that I wanted you to, Wolfie. Here's the thing is, yes, I wanted to come up here because I needed to have some words with you because I don't think you understand at all the magnitude of the destruction that you caused. I really don't think you understand, nor do I think you care. I really don't think you give a shit. This is your way to make it all go away so that way you don't have to take true accountability for anything. So go ahead.
I know it's not going to go away. I know none of it is going to go away. I understand that fact. I understand that what I said to Susie in the live last month.
Susie up. Don't bring Susie up. Do not bring Susie up when I'm up here. You bring up what you did to me. Do not bring my best friend into this. This has nothing to do with her. This has to do with you and me.
But for you to actually say that I wanted to do it individually, where did you get that idea? Where did you royally get that idea? I understand that all 5 of you are linked by the events that I did. I am well aware of that fact.
You wanted a private call.
Yes. Because our business is not to be aired out amongst the public.
Did you not drag it out on fucking social media?
Thinks. Nobody gives 2 shits about what the public thinks.
You put it on social media.
Yes, I did.
Then it finishes on social media.
I understand that fact. I understand that my request to have the meeting between all 5 of you was put out on social media after Chris approached you guys. I am well aware of that fact.
You act like I don't know anything behind the scenes. You were trying to make it to where you could add individual calls to literally make it to where you could talk to each person. So here I am. So tell me. With what you did to me.
I didn't want individual calls. I'm not even sure where you got that idea.
I'm not talking about the
Probably
calls
the same
now, Wolfie.
where people get the idea that I'm a narcissist.
When you put out there the things that you have done, and you have somebody who was literally in a relationship with one that tried to unalive her, I can spot one from a fucking mile away.
Well, then you need
to not try to have a call. Did we not try to have a call on OG's Live?
You call that a call?
Did we not try to have a call on OG's Live?
That was nothing more than a bait.
Oh, here we go. Here we go. There you are. There's the real you.
Yeah. Because you want to know something? And I quote, I will troll you until the cows come home. That's the message I got. That's the message I got from him.
From me?
From OG.
I'm not talking about OG.
That's what got me in.
I'm not talking about OG. I just told you, I'm not talking about anybody. Don't bring nobody else in here. This is between you and me. Why are you skating around what you did to me?
I'm not.
You're blaming everybody else.
I'm not blaming everybody else. You were talking about how I wanted to do a private one-on-one conversation.
The call, okay, first of all, the call over on OG had nothing to do with OG. It had to do with us girls. We're the ones that asked for it and on OGs because you have certain people blocked. And the only way we were going to be able to talk to you because they're blocked is having it on a neutral person's fucking live. We tried to talk to you. In fact, you even tried to give a half-ass apology and then recanted that apology. You literally admitted to it being so that it would all go away and just stop. So again, about me. It's hard having it about somebody else and not you, huh?
You mean about why I said what I said of coming on your panel in January, or being quiet when you were asking me the questions as to why I was silent, as to why I didn't message you about what happened on Mother's Day, or as to why I blew up on you in June? Is that what you're trying to figure out? Or are you trying to figure out why I've suddenly got everyone unblocked?
This is pointless. This is absolutely pointless. Plain and simple, dude, I want nothing to do with you, period. I don't want you to fucking speak my fucking name. I don't want you to fucking contact me. I don't want you to try to contact me through anybody else, either not anybody from any other family or anything. I don't want fucking nothing. And if I have to defend my name because of something that you said about me, it won't be fucking good for you.
I'm trying to figure out what it is.
I'm done, Wolfie. You know exactly what I'm fucking talking about. And you refuse to fucking acknowledge any of it.
What are you even talking about?
What are on those dates? What did you do to me on those dates? Say it out loud.
I treated you like a horrible friend?
What did you say to me?
That you were like a godmother to me.
And that I wasn't standing up correctly for you? And that I wasn't doing a good job? That I could do better?
That you were not fulfilling your full potential.
Thank you. That's something nobody fucking knew. You literally made me feel worthless. You literally made me feel worthless, as if everything I had done for you was for nothing. That I could have done better for you. I wasn't being a proper, I wasn't being a proper protector. See, nobody knew about that part, Wolfie. Not even my best friend knew about that part. Do you want to know why? Do you even give a shit of why? I didn't even go to my own best friend for that. Because you brought me right back to those 7 months in the hospital. Worthless. Unwanted. Not thankful for. Taken for granted. Didn't give a fuck about. I wouldn't be anything because of your words. So when I say you're a fucking narcissist, I mean it. That is exactly what you are.
don't do that.
And the fact that you could, I'll give you this. The fact that you actually fucking said it out loud this time, I'll give you kudos for that. Because now everybody knows why I'm so fucking mad at you. Now my best friend knows why I kept saying I don't give a fuck what you have to say. Because it's not true. And she kept saying, just give him a chance. Just give him a chance. He really wants to talk. He really wants to apologize. And I kept telling her, no, it wasn't true. But I didn't tell her why I didn't think it was true. But thank you for saying that out loud, because I was going to make you tell everybody what you said to me. So for everybody watching, that is why I walked the fuck away from you.
Because I knew you could do better.
I literally held people accountable for you on live. What more did you fucking want? What more could I have done better?
At the time, that's exactly how I felt. Retrospectively,
You're not answering the question. What more could I have done better?
at the time, I wanted a chance to go at them. I understand that supers aren't allowed.
I told you you could have that live, Wolfie. I even stuck up for you when people told you not to have it. I told you, no, let him have it. I just told you there's going to be a consequence. Some people are going to come into that live. Supers don't hold lives. They're no longer going to look at you as a fucking super. And what did you tell me? I'm tired of you guys silencing me. Did you not say that?
At the time, that's how it felt.
Did you say that?
At the time, that's how it felt. That's why I said that.
Thank you. Cherokee, thank you. Cupcake, thank you. Wolfie, fuck off.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, Belong, for coming up.
Yep.
What?
Huh?
You have to understand, Wolfie, that's her feelings and she's done. You know, they're being real with you. They're letting their emotions out. So, thank you again for coming up. I'll mute now.
Wolfie, I'll let you say what you want.
I want to apologize for what I said at the live last month. For starters, it was not my place to judge what you do on a vacation. I also want to apologize for the unceremoniously way that I dismissed you as my protector. I should have handled that more in person and not in a public live like I did. I'm truly sorry about all that. You were the one that held on until the end. And I treated that like garbage. And I'm sorry about it.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes.
I just want to verify when you're done. So please let me know when you're finished.
Go ahead.
Um, yeah, the stuff about being a basically implying that I'm a bad wife or mother, that I'm neglectful, or however you want to word it. That was definitely the final straw for me. Indeed, take accountability and apologize for making the snarky comment in your live that started the whole shenanigan with Ash. Um, I was the only fucking grown up. I mean, I didn't start out as a grown up, but I ended as a grown up, and I owned what I said. I apologized multiple times to you and to Ash, but I have said repeatedly, I did not tell you to take a side. I wanted you to stand on what you knew was not true, whether I was your friend or not. And if you tell me you don't know, then we have a bigger problem. But I assume you know that I do not resort to drugs. You know, because I've been very open about my liquid sobriety and have been counting the days. And you acknowledged in Discord that you understand that a comment like that could affect my career. And
Yes, it is, and I should have said something at the at that live to Ash, and I didn't. I failed.
yeah, that pissed me off. But what pisses me off more, Wolfie, is that from then till now, you still doubled down. You made comments about how you thought I was telling her to give her son drugs. We weren't even talking about her son. Her son was not even a topic. I've said repeatedly, when you messaged me, when you got out, which according to you, I never checked on you. I'm a crappy person that way. Um, and that I was questioning whether I I believed if you were um really going uh to admit yourself, or nobody else read it that way, but you did. Okay. When you get out, you message me and say, so we're picking sides now. Well, there was a lot of other stuff going on, so I assumed you were talking about that. I did not realize you were speaking about um, Ash and her trashy ass behavior and mouth that nobody could tolerate anymore. Um, so that's why I was like, no, I'm just sitting here chilling. I wasn't lying. I didn't understand what it was you were talking about. Or I would have cleared the air, because I think you know that I'm a person who does that.
Yes, you are.
And then you sat there and let Cotton attack me too. And you want to stand on your principles and your morals, but that man said he was going to drag me, stick his girlfriend on me. I was playing victim. Um, that there was absolutely no comment about me doing drugs, which is a fucking lie. And your concern was that I can't post that without your express permission. Not the fact that it was said. Not no, At no point did you go, I know this is 100% not true, Susie, because you were happy that somebody was coming after me. That is what I believe. And you're not going to convince me otherwise. You were happy. You felt supported, that it was okay to just go ham on somebody, because you didn't get to go ham on Goddess. So you wanted to outlet that somewhere. And I'm just going to tell you now because it's been an ongoing problem. Since then, he has come at me multiple times, along with other people. Just what, 2 nights ago, I think? Yeah, he said he was going to drag me. His girlfriend was going to get me. Blah, 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 blah. But it all started in your life. And I'm not saying you're responsible for his behavior, but you didn't stop it then. So why would he think anybody has to stop? I am holding you accountable for that, for not standing up and going, whoa, that's not how you talk to women. Whether you love them or hate them, doesn't matter.
Yeah. I should have.
And it hasn't stopped for me. It hasn't. And again, I'm not saying you're responsible, but for all the people that didn't stand up and say, ho, ho, wait a minute, stop. I have a problem with all of them. But, that's another story. But it started in your life. And I never blamed you for ruining my vacation or anything else. I have said repeatedly, I'm the one who chose to make the comment. I posted it. I actually paused before I hit send and went, should I do this? And I did. And so I took accountability for it. But even when we had that live, that was not a jump live. We wanted to hash it out with you, but you wanted to then pervert and distort our friendship and make me out to be a fucking evil bitch. Your life must have been fucking horrible this last 8 months with me. I mean, frankly, I don't know why you didn't throw some water on me and hope I melt. The way you portrayed just it said so much. And then you knew what you were doing when you made that comment. You made that last little Ash was right. You knew what you were doing. And the only thing I can be thankful for is that the way I carry myself, the way I behave, the way I support people and stand up for what I believe is right, won out as far as many people telling you that you were wrong. And your character was shown. My character was reinforced. I am glad to get this chance to say this to you because I do have a really rough, I'm going to have a rough while ahead of me. And, so to not have to worry about, have I gotten to say my piece to you is good. But when you did apologize in that live, you were sincere-ish about a lot of things, but you were not fucking sincere about me, and everybody heard it and saw it. You were like gritting through your teeth to have to bother to say you were sort of kind of upset that Susie sort of kind of got stuff said about her. If the people on this app who don't like me are you and Cotton, then I've done good. I'm sorry, 1 second. I have always said I'm not going to say people can't change, but it takes more than a 3-day stay. It takes a lot of therapy, a lot of work. And I said encouraging things to you. I said, that you were right, that you have to show the work and everything. I wasn't lecturing you. I was commending you for acknowledging that. But do I believe that you, since you've gotten out, have used Chat GPT to make your videos and say things? Yeah. And I have also understood that not only did you say that no one who isn't a medical professional, which I am, even if my specialty is not mental health, still learned about it. That had the right to diagnose, and I'm not the one who said it, but I did agree with it. You then turned around within a couple of days and diagnosed yourself with BPD. And while sure, that's what we have the internet for and little brains in our pockets.
When did I diagnose myself with borderline personality disorder?
I was sent a video of one of your videos. And again, I look just like you, and I'm such a horrible person, but you did come to me and ask me about stuff before when you were looking to find a person to talk to and to see. And obviously you're frustrated because somebody did tell me about it.
No, I'm frustrated that somebody would even say such a thing about me. I spent the last couple weeks researching about that.
Yeah, you researched it yourself.
Yeah, to understand what it's like to be someone who's got someone, that has it. I don't have it. I have PTSD, I have ADHD, I have Asperger's, and I have anxiety and depression. That is it.
Okay, well, that is how the video is worded. That's how the video is worded. If that's not what you meant, okay, cool. That's how the video is worded. It is what it is. But if people, I don't know if you've seen my video that I made in response to your video about narcissism. But as I said, I am not a veterinarian, but I can identify a duck when I see it. People saying that they see tendencies when they know other people who are A, B, or C, and they feel like you are or could be or you're displaying symptoms of, that's all they were saying. It was hurtful to you, obviously, and I get that.
Yeah, because of the fact that I have hated myself. I have literally hated myself for the pain that I have caused this year. Not this summer, this year. I have put people that didn't need to hurt the way that they have through so much pain. And that was at my hand.
I did want to bring up one more thing. You did blame me for you and Ditsy breaking up. You did blame me that I'm not allowed to have the perspective that I had. It was only to you. I never talked to her. I didn't even know that y'all had broken up until a day or two after. So I just want to be clear on that. You said in that live that I did it, and I did not.
What I said in the live was that you had assumed something that was not yours to assume. And I would have said the same thing had any other name have been in that comment.
You were blaming me
No, I
and saying
wasn't.
I didn't have the right to say
No.
it when I have the right to say whatever I want as long as it is based on fact or my opinion based on a fact. And what I said to you was that with you not taking your accountability and allowing Ash to say something so heinous as that I do drugs, and you are focusing more on the you being a victim of it all, that you didn't deserve her or your friends. What you did in that live, try to put it on me. And thanks to the power of technology, I've gotten to relive it over and over because it got put out on the internet. Did you know
What
that?
what got put out on the internet?
That entire life.
On what platform?
This one. So I got to go back and listen to it because, of course, I was a little dumbstruck by some of the things that had been said. So I got to listen to it a couple more times, um, all the way through. And it was literally, it wasn't snippets, it was back to back to back.
My live.
And what?
My live.
That one? NOGs. Yours was a decent snippet. His, it was the whole thing. So if you want, you can go back and see it and see what I mean, where it was evident you were trying to put the onus on me. I was the target of you in that live, obviously. So
And we're talking about the second live that day, or was it the first live?
whenever I put that comment up and Ash went off. But I I mean that's the problem with social media is people can take stuff, they can put out the whole thing, they can put snippets and try to pattern something to fit a narrative, and which is what I felt you were doing in that live. And it was not a jump live. It was us just being able to say what we wanted to because you had blocked us. But um and then then there's some other people who have posted it too, but mostly to expose Cotton. Um so I mean it's what it is, but I I'm good. You have not affected my mental health in a negative way. And certainly as much as you are trying to get that little dig in about me being a neglectful wife and mother. Nope. I'm good. But it does mean you don't get the privilege of having me in your life, because it is a privilege to have people who supposedly enhance your life in a positive way. But apparently I didn't do that. So you're not saddled with me anymore. You're good. I appreciate you taking accountability, but I really wish you had brought up the fact that you did nothing about Cotton. And
About. Hold on. Chris, can I bring up that message? You don't mind?
What message, bud?
Where you had told me that they were dealing with cotton still? That was the first I heard about it.
Oh, because I hadn't heard back from them.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's because Cotton's been on a rampage after every
yeah,
woman known to man.
yeah,
Yeah,
but
I got nothing
you're
to
not
hide, bud.
responsible
You
for
can
that.
tell them.
You're not responsible for that, Wolfie. He's responsible for his behavior. You, I am holding responsible for not stopping him in your life, because whether you were mad at me or not at that time, to have someone speak to a woman that way, um, you enjoyed it. I believe you did. You enjoyed having that backing instead of holding him accountable for his behavior. And that's what I had an issue with. I'm not holding you responsible for everything that has happened since. I hold anybody responsible who has sat silently by and allowed him to behave this way. But that's, again, another issue. I specifically meant in your life. And you did mute him. You were trying to control the life. There were times where you made effort, but there were times when you didn't either. So I do want to acknowledge that there were times where you did. But you definitely didn't with Ash. Well, I mean, you may have privately, but you certainly didn't fix the painting that she was trying to paint with her brush about me and medicine. So
Yeah. And for that, I'm sorry.
but that it is really important to me, because I am a person of integrity, and being a nurse, a wife, and a mom are, the three most important things about me. They are who I am, and you literally either let someone or did it yourself attack me on all three fronts. So I'm good. I'm done. And I hope you keep, if you are in therapy, I hope you keep working on it, because it helps. That's all I got.
Thank you for coming up. Is there anything else you wanted to say, Wolfie, or were you done with that also?
What I'd want to say wouldn't do any good.
That's your choice. This would be the time.
Because it's not. I didn't foresee him doing this.
That's not on you.
I know. But
Not stopping it when it was in front of you is on you. But the rest of it's not on you. He was doing it to other people before, and he's been doing it since. And I mean, any man who says he's going to grape a woman as a scare tactic is just disgusting. And he didn't say that to me, but he did say it. So, you know, he can get all that's coming to him. I don't care. But I'm not scared. You know me. I'm not a person to back down. So I didn't care.
I know. You've never been one to back down.
Nope.
Okay, thank you again, Petty Betty, for having the talk with Wolfie.
All right.
If you need backup, anybody that, you know, of the original 5 while we're having this, if you need backup after everybody said their piece, just let Cupcake know.
Okay. You want to drop me a cupcake, or you want me to drop down?
Hi, Jess.
First.
Well, I've already said that I'm... Well, no, I haven't said I'm sorry. I did do that video, but you're right here in front of me. I'm sorry for calling you cowardly. It wasn't cowardice. You had just had enough of me being a jerk. I'm also sorry for the times that I lashed out on you and that you didn't say anything to me in Discord. Yep, you were right. It was not my place to know what was going on between you and Ash. I'm also sorry for pushing you to your limit to see Teresa Jr. I should have respected your boundaries. Everyone told me. And I still pushed.
I can actually admit that Susie was the only one that made me stop making you see Teresa Jr. full blown. Because, yeah, I did hit a low blow. You went low, I went even lower. And I know I hurt you by saying that. And at that point, I really could give 2 shits. Because of what you said to my friend Susie. Susie's not that kind of person, but I am. And I have been telling you since GWD days you didn't want to see Teresa Jr. Pris even told you didn't want to see her. You didn't even get to full blown and see my mama come out in me. Trust and believe that. My mom's not a nice person. I'm not my mama. But I would just want to know why are you still going to other families? Because we had to have a sit down yesterday with a different family member from a whole different family than PWP, and I want to know why I have to keep saying my piece to other family members. So I want to know who you're going after. What family are you going to next? And please don't say you haven't gone to, because you went to Bridget.
Bridget advised me not to go into OG's live.
But all you could have had said to Bridget was Cherokee was taking care of it. But you didn't do that. Hold on. But you then made statements to her where she had to come to me, Susie, Belong, and Southern Mama. When all you had to do was say Cherokee was handling it. And so same with Cupcake. Them two ladies were handling it for you. That's all that needed to be said. I said respectfully to Bridget, I don't need any other family members getting involved with this. This is none of your business. Not trying to be mean, but I've said that since day one. You got PWP involved. You tried getting WMF involved. And now you're getting Bridget involved. And if it doesn't matter who's in the live or not, Bridget, again, you're involving other people that have no knowledge of it, that needed to get involved, that got involved. You got Cotton involved. When Cotton didn't need to get involved, you're going and you're playing with other people when they shouldn't have gotten involved.
For a majority of the last month, it's just been Chris and Shannon.
Prior to that, you got Cotton involved. So I'm talking about since you've gotten out of the hospital, you went to Cotton. You got Cotton involved. Then you went because it didn't. I nipped it in the bud real quick with that, and so did Cupcake.
No, that's not the time.
No, if you allowed him to speak the way you did, yes, you let him get involved. You didn't need to let him on that panel, so you involved him when he didn't need to be involved.
The timeline you're giving is not what went down.
You're live. You let him on the panel. That was involving him.
Yes.
That's what I'm talking about. You involved him.
Said that Cotton was the first person I talked to out of the hospital.
It's Ash too. I don't give two shits about Ash, dude. She has no like I don't care about her.
It wasn't Ash.
I don't care about Silas. He had nothing to do with this either. I don't care who else you involved because you didn't go to the people that were needed to be involved. So I don't give two shits who it was. Because you're involving other people that don't need to.
No, actually, the first person I involved after I got the day that I got discharged from the hospital for a psychiatric hold, where I almost unalived myself. Yeah, that was the real reason.
You already told us that you talked to Ash when he first got out, so I don't care about talking.
It wasn't Ash. It was Susie.
Okay, well then you lied. You lied to Susie then on that panel. So again, we're not talking about that. Okay, so that's slide number one.
Came to me later that day.
So
that's when she told me what was going on.
I don't care about Ash. I really could care less.
That makes
She's pointless. She's pointless in this whole story. But again, you're going to other people and you're involving other people. And it doesn't matter that you went to Susie first. You're going to other people. You're involving other people. Like, sorry, not sorry, but Cherokee really didn't need to be involved. If you wanted somebody to be involved, I'm not trying to be disrespectful to Cherokee because she's been calm. And yes, she has.
Yes.
But you could have gone to Cupcake without involving everybody else because you did go to Cupcake. And you didn't get what you want. So when you don't get what you want, you go to other people. You did that again. And you see you're not getting it though, but you're involving other people that shouldn't be involved. Because if other people are coming to you, all you have to do is say what I've been saying. You're not involved. Respectfully, don't get involved. But you're not doing that. You're going and telling your side of the story to people who don't even know. And now we have to have conversations with people that we don't even know.
I talked to Bridget because she's a friend.
It doesn't matter. You're telling people because of you want to get a different outcome, Wolfie. This is what you're doing. So again, I want to know what other family you're going to. Who else do I need to have phone call conversations with? Because I bet you Cherokee didn't even know none of that.
Let me ask you a really dumb question. What is so difficult? What is so problematic with telling other friends what's going on in your life?
You're not doing that. That's not what that
That's
conversation
exactly what I'm
was
doing.
about with her. I'm not.
And I'm sorry that you didn't
not
have
gonna
that
do it
conversation with
because
her.
you're nope. You're involving other family. Nope. Because that's what you're doing. You're not talking to people. That's not the conversation that we all had. So no.
Well, I'm sorry you didn't have that conversation with her.
That's a cop out.
Not my fault.
It's a
I
cop
don't
out.
control what
You're a
Bridget
cop out.
says to you.
That's lie number 2. That's a cop out. And you're not being truthful. So I don't go and talk to all my friends. I've never talked to anybody about Ash. Never talked to anybody about you. So that's a cop out. Because I had conversations with other people, this conversation wouldn't be going where it was and is. See, had I involved other people like you, this conversation would be going totally different. But I don't involve people like you do.
Yeah, because I value other people's opinions. That's why I ask. That's why I involve other people.
You go, this is what's
Involve
problem.
groups.
Okay,
I
but
don't involve groups is the thing. I involve people who are friends who are in those groups.
well, I'm just going to tell you this now. No family is going to back you. No individual person is going to back you. So, respectfully, you need to quit going to other people.
For their advice, for their opinion?
You're wanting people to go after us.
No, oh,
yes,
God.
you are. You wouldn't
No,
be.
I don't.
Wolfie, do not yell at me. Do not yell at me.
I'm sorry that Cotton is going after you guys. I really am.
I could give 2 shits if you're sorry or not about Cotton. I could give 2 shits.
But I am not telling people to go after you guys.
Well, I'm just going to tell you now, it's not going to work. So you need to quit going to individuals because
I'm not.
after this day, you don't need anybody else's opinion. After today, you don't need nobody else's opinion on any of us. And this is why I left, because this is a headache for me. And I'm not going to have to deal with this day in and day out. Because again, you were upset. This goes all the way back to Goddess days. And you can't go after Goddess, so you're going after individual people.
I'm not going after individual people.
You
I'm going
did.
after
Nope,
anybody.
you did. You went after Belong.
did.
You went after Susie. You went after me. You went after fucking Southern Mama. And then you went after Matt. So that is going after people.
Yeah, that's what.
That's you
I
going
did
after people.
then.
You
That's
going after
what
people.
I did then.
You don't change. A leopard doesn't change its spots. And your I'm sorry's. This is with everybody on this fucking app. I'm sorry's are going in and out the window. Because everybody's I'm sorry's is null and void by their actions that they speak. And they do. Because you still window lick. And don't say you don't, because you do. Because there's certain things in your videos where you have window licked. And you know that's one of its. You still window lick. It's okay. You can lie to me. That's fine. I don't care. But you're not being truthful and you're not being honest, because there's stuff in your videos where, yes, you have been window licking.
Do you know how many people shadow on this app?
So again, you're
I've
admitting.
said this since July 29th. You know how many people shadow on this app?
Yeah, but you lied to Cherokee and you lied to Shannon.
About what?
Not shadowing stuff.
Chris, when did I ever say that?
You just did. Because I just called you out on it.
No, I didn't say that. I said, you know how many people shadow on this app?
And I said, with your current videos, you have been shadowing the lives. And then you said, do you know how many people shadow the lives? So who else do you got? You got Ash going to you? It's okay if you do. I don't care.
My current videos.
What? I don't care about it. What? Your video's about me. So, yes, those are the videos.
I only have one video. And that's where I set the record straight about what I said at OG's Live.
But you didn't set the record straight. You made yourself look more like an idiot, dude. You backed people that knew nothing about it. You did. You called suit. Don't you dare even go there, because you looked like an idiot in that live. Why do you think I went low?
Have you seen that video from Friday?
Everybody has.
So you know that what I say in there is true.
No, it's not.
Oh, so I intended...
Because your actions have proven me otherwise.
So you're saying that I wasn't acting like a jerk?
That's not what you see. You're not getting what I'm saying. You don't change overnight, dude. No one changes overnight. No one changes in a month and a half, dude. No one. Your actions.
No, but I am trying, and that's the important thing.
Okay, but you've done shit that warrants my behavior and everybody else's behavior, because no one trusts you, because you are a known liar.
Why do you think I finally told the truth for once in a video that will not get taken down?
I don't really care if it gets taken down. I don't care. What your words mean nothing to me. Like, what you feel about me, they mean nothing, dude.
That's not the point of this discourse.
What? Because you don't like what I'm saying. I don't care.
No, it's not that.
I don't
say
give...
What you need to say. It's your feelings. Someone wise once told me that everyone is entitled to their own feelings.
Yeah, and now you're listening? Kind of shocking. And this is why your words mean nothing, because you have proven yourself wrong with your apologies. So, I mean, I'm not supposed to I forgive you, but I don't forget. And I forgive people for my sanity, not for yours. This isn't for you. This is for me. Because all of this should have been on our time, not on your time. That's what you're getting all twisted out of this whole thing. We didn't do nothing to you. You did it to us. And you expect us to, like, drop the dime and just come whenever you call. That's not how it works when you expect something. Because had we done something to you, yeah, you deserve it.
Yes, to be really honest, I didn't expect it to be the Sunday after I posted the video. I really didn't.
And who cares? This isn't for you. That's what you're getting all wrong. It's not for you.
That's what I'm saying. You guys were the ones that rushed.
Rushed what? No, we kept telling you that we didn't think you had changed in a month, dude. No one's rushed anything. If anybody has, it's kind of been you, because you wanted this done. You wanted it done on a certain day. No, that's not how it works. Because you fucked up. We did not fuck up.
So I don't get boundaries?
You don't deserve that. Dude, you fucked up. You
Yes, I
fucked
know
up.
I fucked up. That's because I'm human. In case you haven't noticed, I'm human. Ears,
shit,
nose.
No shit, Sherlock. Thanks for being Captain Obvious there.
You know, we make mistakes.
Yeah, but you've made a lot of them and no one's gonna like go on your time. So no, you don't have boundaries. We've stayed around you a lot longer than any of us should have, dude.
That's for damn sure. You guys are, I will give you that. You guys are strong.
So I don't understand why you keep like doing these little jabs. Like, what do you want, Wolfie? Do you want us to come back crawling back to you saying, "Oh, please,
Hell no.
please forgive us. Oh my gosh, we're unworthy and we want to just be around you." No, that's not how this fucking works, dude. We did not fuck up. You did. You fucked up for a very long time. A very long time. Like, we're all wondering who's next. Who are you going to go after next? Because this is a pattern for you.
Who says I have to go after someone next?
Well, it's your pattern. It's what you show. That's what proves everything. Those are your actions.
A is A.
It doesn't matter. You're not doing this. Nope.
Doing what?
What you're doing right now. Because this is what you do. You go after people when you don't get your way.
I'm done going after people.
I don't believe you. Because you've proven me otherwise. I don't believe you.
Blocking your account, so you're free
I don't
to-
care.
May
I don't care. I don't want you like around
May
me.
I finish?
I don't care because I don't want you around me. I don't
is
care
your
that you
choice.
unblocked me because guess what? In a minute, I'll go block you.
Feel
Because
free.
that's the satisfaction that I will get. Because what? You won't be around me. And that's what I do. That's Ash blocked me, so I blocked her. And on most of my other accounts, you don't have my 2 new accounts done. But all of my other 2 accounts, yeah, I blocked you. Because I blocked you on purpose. Because whenever you did unblock me, which I
Now
know
you're
you
telling
did,
me that you're going against the same advice you gave me back in February.
I don't
And-
care. You fucked up. You fucked up royally.
Yeah, I know I fucked up. It's because, as I said, I'm human. I make
I don't
mistakes.
care. You did this. These are the consequences of your actions.
Yes, and every action has consequences.
Yeah, and this is what you're getting. I'm blocking you after this live is over with on this account and my other one. You're not going to get your way. I'm blocked. Like half of us, when we were done, we're done. Like when I was telling you to gray rock Cupcake a long ass time ago, this is what gray rocking is going to feel like. I'm going to gray rock you after this live is over. And if you don't know what that is, go figure it out. But you will be gray rocked.
You did tell us what Grey Rock was. And you also told us that Grey Rock does not involve blocking.
I don't care. This is for my peace because you have done this, Wolfie. And if I can treat my own brother this way, guess what? I can treat anybody on this internet like this. And guess what? You're about to feel those effects.
Okay, it's your choice. Last I checked, this is still a free country. You are
You
free.
not do your little sly little comments either because those aren't going to fix anything. Because this is showing that you have not changed. By your actions right now, you have not changed and you're not bettering yourself. Because this is the same you. But if you don't think that, I don't think this is going to go anywhere. So I'm only up here, going to stay up here for Ditzy. I'm not going to say anything, but Ditzy would like to come up here. And then, but you're not going to, I'll be quiet for that. But don't yell at her. Don't scream at her. And don't overtalk her. You start yelling at Ditzy, I will come out and I will start yelling. And then Cupcake and Cherokee will have to, because they have permission. When you start over talking or I start over talking or Ditzy does, to drop us or mute us all. But go ahead. Do you want him to talk, Ditzy, first, or do you want to talk?
He can talk first.
Okay.
I'm sorry about the times that I shadowed your lives, that I broke your boundaries, that I didn't listen to stay calm. I'm sorry for the words I said that day about Goddess. I'm sorry about it all. I didn't mean to hurt you. You were the last person I ever meant to hurt.
So I'm gonna first off start by saying that there's a lot more than just that. A lot more. Did you know I gave you 6 chances during our relationship? Did you know the reason why? And I want you to tell me, what is the reason why I personally do not want you window licking me?
Because you kept it in invasion of your privacy.
Because it's what my abusive ex did. My narcissistic, abusive ex did. He stalked me. And I've told you that at least 4 times. In addition to that, because I'm aware it was because you were told to do it, but you have a history of spying on me for bad intention. You have never, ever not been allowed in my lives. So what is the purpose of you always watching me from the outside?
The times that I did watch you from the outside was when you were in other people's lives and I didn't trust the host.
Okay, but I'm my own person. And you have seen firsthand how I get in other people's lives if people are being disrespectful. So, can you give me your next excuse, please?
I don't have an excuse for what I do have to say. I should have trusted you to be safe in their lives.
I'm safe. You know that. You've seen firsthand that I can handle my own, and you've seen firsthand that if I can't handle my own after I try to handle my own is when I reach out for help. That's not a reason to spy on me, to stalk me, to have some sort of protective control of sorts. If you don't trust the host, still come into the live, and I will even have said, I know him. He's cool. Right? You know that's how I am. And you know that that type of behavior triggers me. Like, you don't know this. I've slept maybe 10 hours in the last week. You have become my night terrors, other than another thing that happened. Because a lot of the stuff that you showed me was very reminiscent, like 85% reminiscent of the 4 years of abuse that I went through, 4 or 5 years. Okay, now my next thing that I need to speak on. When was the last time that you were watching me from outside of a live, or a live that I was in, maybe not even just watching for me?
Would have been Ashes live at the beginning of August.
Do you know that I know you were watching a live from the outside? Was it yesterday, I believe, or the day before?
Whose live were you in that I was watching?
I am not naming names, but I do know for a fact.
Because the last time I saw you was when you were in Ashes live.
That's also not true.
Can I say something? Because what she's trying to refer to is when you were in the live with me and all the one that you called the bait live. The reason why everybody calls you a narcissist is because Ditzy has given me permission to ask questions. That's why I asked questions about what was going on, because she felt like I would have gotten the real answer and not the beat around the bush kind of answer that she's getting. And when I asked you when was the last time that you window licked Ditzy, and you said up until a couple of days ago when she blocked you, before she blocked you. You said that. That is why everybody called you a narcissist and called you a stalker. That right there.
Why are you still window licking me?
August.
Why are you still window licking me? After knowing that that is one of the many reasons I broke up with you. After knowing that there was a chance I was trying to be your friend, because I know that if I was your friend, I could see that if you're making any growth or improvement, that maybe we could end up back together. But you still continued to do the actions that you know I broke up with you for. Thus making it no chance of ever getting back together. And this is also, yes, why I did request if Jess be up here, because I'm not taking the beat around the bush answers. Yes or no, or direct straight up.
I stayed for a few seconds watching Fairy Dust live.
Okay. When was that?
Friday night.
Yeah. So.
And then I scrolled on.
Okay. So, you acting as though you didn't do it a minute ago, you are now saying that you did. Which means you have already lied to me at least once since I came up here.
I wouldn't exactly call.
It's a lie. If you sat there and watched the live even for more than just a second, you're window licking. It's not a lie at all.
I'm not saying it's not a lie. I am saying that I don't consider it window licking if I was only there for a few seconds and then scrolled on.
Okay. It is. It is because why? What was the purpose of standing from the outside and watching for a few seconds when you could have just scrolled immediately?
Because I was trying to see who all was in Fairy Dust
Why
Live.
does it matter?
And as soon as I saw you, that's when I scrolled.
No, why does it matter who was in that live? Because because I know that you can immediately tell who is who. Because when I scroll through lives, if I see a certain name while I'm scrolling, I instantly scroll if I don't want to talk to that person, or if I don't want, or if something's going on in that live that has nothing to do with me. My next point that I need to make. Why do you feel, and I get it, go to your friends, but why do you feel like, and I'm sorry to anybody if you're in here or not in, and Shannon and Cherokee and everybody else that you went to try to get them to talk to me.
Because at the time I didn't understand.
I know you understood. Because I talked to you about it for hours that day in that phone call. For hours.
I had a breakdown that resulted in me wanting to.
Nope, you're not doing that shit. You made your action. You got called out on your action. And then, like, honestly, I personally don't give a fuck. I don't. You did what you did. You made the bed. You laid in it. And now you're going to say, well, I tried to unalive myself. I'm sorry that you felt so stressed out by the consequences of your actions to feel the need to do that. Okay? And I'm trying to keep this calm because I, again, have not eaten. I have not slept. But you caused all of this. Your actions caused you to need to go to a psychiatric hold because you lost everybody due to your own actions. I don't want to hear about, well, I was in the hospital because I tried to do something to myself. I care, but I don't give a fuck. Nobody should ever feel like they need to do that. But at the same time, you caused yourself to feel that way because you did what you did. You, Wolfie, Sam, you did that. And I gave you more chances than I even fucking wanted to. Because after that horrible relationship that I was in, that you know a lot more about than a lot of people here, I vowed to myself that I'm not ever going to give any man who's showing any traits that I have seen in that man. I vowed to myself that I would never give any person with those traits more than 2 chances. And I keep telling everybody the only reason I gave you more chances is because you've never been in a relationship before. So you're still learning about love. You're still learning about having a girlfriend. And then in addition, because you're super, I gave you way more leniency than my mental health could handle. I put my boundaries and I pushed them away to please you and your needs. And you just still kept trying to shove that boundary. You did not genuinely care. Because I literally cried to you, telling you how specifically, and I say this to everybody, I don't care if everybody window licks. My boyfriend is not supposed to window lick. Not me. I don't give a fuck what the reason is because it is going to trigger past traumas and you know that. But you still continued to do it. And then you know how I feel about pressure and you're going to all these people to try to give me some sort of message or a video or something, or you're asking people about me and you know that maybe you don't know. I'm going to tell you how my mind went with that. You are saying verbally that you are aware it's on my time, right? But your actions, by by going to all these other people to try to reach out to me because you can't talk to me directly because I blocked the fuck out of you, right? Is pressuring me because either you want me to snap and twist some sort of narrative for going after a super, because I will, I snap hard when I do fucking snap, and I'm trying really fucking hard not to right now, okay? Or you wanted to pressure that boundary indirectly to where I just caved and ended up back with you, though I didn't want to be. That's how my mind is trusting you. It's really not. That's my mind, and its trust for you is to the point where you're pressuring me, and you've done nothing but pressure and stalk. And yes, I am going to use the word stalk, because even over on Snapchat, I didn't tell them what was going on. I didn't. None of them knew exactly what was going on between you and I. I told them we broke up. And after you came to the group chat, that was mostly by my choice. I'm the one. Ash came to me and asked, hey, I know you're going through something with Wolfie, but he's been, feeling alone. And I want to know if you are ready for him to come back. If not, he can fucking wait because you fucked up. Okay? So I thought, because I've been doing a lot of growth and self-love and self-help, to where I realized that in the past, I've done things that didn't turn out right? So instead of just letting you full on come back on TikTok, on Snapchat, on Discord, I didn't unblock you on Discord. I said, yeah, you know what? We'll slowly let you back in so I can see your improvements, if you're even gonna make any. That was like your final fucking chance. Now, when people started noticing, right, that you would sit in the Snapchat chat while there's a call going, and it seemed to everybody on there that you didn't come in until you saw me come in, and if I left the call, you were leaving not long after. You were focusing your attention mostly on me. You didn't care about them. You didn't care about me. You were stalking me and harassing me. Most of them even pointed out that you got some narcissistic tendencies. Because some of them noticed that one call where you had your camera off and then you turned it on, quickly put your phone down, backed up away from it, and then started crying. You weren't crying in that moment, but you started crying as soon as you turned your camera on. I don't remember what day. I literally, it was the day that Tatted came to me and said, you need to come back. He's losing his shit. He really loves you. That's when I told her everything. That I set my boundaries and you can't handle my boundaries. So I came back like a friend should, right? I pushed my boundary aside for a second because my friend, you, were distraught. And it hurts me when my friends are distraught. I want to always help my friends when they're going through some shit, whether it has to be with me or not. As soon as they went off on you because you admitted that you window licked me, and I didn't even tell them that. I told them I'm not going to be in a call with you. I told them I'm not responding to you. I told them if I'm in a call and you pop in, I'm leaving the call. Because no one else in that chat did anything wrong. Why am I going to leave the chat just because you want to continue stalking me? It's not fair to them. I didn't tell them anything until after you admitted it. And they started pointing out all of that stuff that you were doing, which is exactly what you do here on TikTok. When I come into a live, you'll search through 10 or 15 lives. Don't change that number or anything. That's just two numbers that came up in my head. You'll go through a shit ton of lives, and once you see the live that I'm in, that's the live you're going to. And you can be having as much fun as a kid in a candy shop. If I leave, you leave. Why? Because you want to stalk me. Because you want to be everywhere that I am, and you don't give me space. No matter how much I told you I can't, it triggers me. You need to give me space. And you say, oh, I'll give you space. But you don't. You don't. You never did. And there is a lot more that I do need to say, and I would like to go badly right now.
That's fine, Ditzy. We can do that.
Okay. But I am gonna end this time by saying you need, and I don't believe a single word you say. That's why I haven't really let you talk. Your words mean shit, okay? Your words mean absolutely nothing. Because you made so many promises and then backed that shit up just to break them. So, Cupcake, I thank you for letting me up. Cherokee, I appreciate you for also mediating this. I'm sorry you ended up having to get involved in something that we didn't even have anything to do with in the first place. I hope, I hope and I pray, Wolfie, that you stop these behaviors, you get the help you need, because you're going to keep making friends and then losing them because you're going to be found out. I always hope the best for people, and I really do fucking hope the best for you. And I'm forgiving you for myself and my sanity so that I can actually get back to my life. You need to listen to every single word, even if it means bringing a notebook and a pencil, write down everything your therapist says, do everything that they tell you to fucking do, or you're going to keep hitting rock bottom. You're going to keep making these decisions. You're going to keep hurting those that you say that you love. I don't even think taking accountability is going to do anything for you until you show the actions of the accountability that you need to have. So, I'm going to drop down and I'm going to see if I can get some fucking sleep.
All right, Ditzy. Thank you for coming up.
We got you, girl.
Thank you, guys.
You know that.
All right. Is there anyone that has already been up that would like to come up again?
Belongs in the queue.
If so, okay, very good. You have the floor.
I just need to say, so we're all going to get our last piece, and then that will be that. But I've been listening to this whole thing with you. This is going to be really hard, Jess. I am so happy you're up here. For somebody who lost their son, for him taking his own life, and you to use that to get a sympathy card, I think is bullshit. Am I thankful you went and got help? Yes. I wish my son would have. But to sit here and use that, there are 3 people. Let me tell you what I fucking learned after losing my son. There are 3 people when it comes to unaliving. There are those that use it for sympathy. There are those who'd use it because they need help. And there are those that are quiet and just do it. You are one that uses it for sympathy. To put that on our heads is as if we were the reason for it. And I'll be damned if I will allow you to go on fucking social media and put that on our heads. That is what a narcissist does. You're literally blaming everybody for everything that happened, and you have yet to take accountability for anything. You did go to other people in other families, and I don't think you understand exactly how that works. You may go to an individual, but when they're in a family, the whole family is involved. You knew exactly what you were doing. But if I have to answer for my side on things to another person because you went to them, I will do charges for harassment towards you. For you to bring up why you went on hold, you put that on everybody's head. And that's disgusting. That is absolutely fucking disgusting. Because all you did in that moment was brought me back to the spot of me blaming myself for losing my son. How dare you? So you made me feel worthless. You made me feel like I wasn't enough. And then you made me feel like I was the reason for you to be gone.
Belong, that's not on you.
Not at all.
That is not on you. That is not on any of us. That is on him.
That is exactly why I felt the need to shut him up before he felt the need to say it a third time. Because I can tell. At the end of that he made, he pointed that out. No. Why are you, why? No, you need to keep that on your own self and on your own conscience. There's no reason to put that on everybody who loved and cared about you. Not at all. Mm-mm. You are out of your fucking mind, dude. You really, I am begging you. You need to get the fuck off of social media. It is literally infecting you. It's not affecting you. It is infecting. It is a fucking infection. You need literal help. How dare you put that on people's heads? How dare you? And you're just sitting there like it's nothing. You don't fucking care. You don't give a shit, dude. Nothing. You don't give a fuck. And I'm not gonna be the nice one. I'm not. I will not look at you as a super from here on out.
You are just a regular person on social media, and whatever you do, whatever consequences come with it, you fucking deserve them. Because how dare you put that on anybody? You gotta be out of your fucking mind. And not once, not twice, but damn near 3 fucking times?
Plus the one in his video that he made.
Are you out of your fucking mind? And you knew it was gonna hit me. You knew it. I know you fucking knew it. Because you knew what happened to me. Everybody knows about my son because I talk about him all the time.
Mm-hmm.
I still fight for the last 5 years to make sure his wife doesn't follow him. Fucking say something, you motherfucker. Don't just sit there.
Sorry, cool.
Fuck you're sorry, dude.
Do you not understand why she is the way she's feeling now? Do you understand fully what you've done? Because let me just tell you, I come from a product of a child whose parent did that. Okay? And I'm the one that willy-nilly, you don't say this, especially to me, because I'm not the person to say, like, you're going to do that. Or you did something, because you're not going to gain or no sympathy from me. Because to me, that's all you're doing is you're using it as a cop-out. Well, don't come after me because I was on this. No, you're not taking any accountability for any actions. You're using the excuse that you were on a 72-hour hold that should wash everything away, when in all reality, that's a cop-out. Because another girl on this app did the same thing. Somebody that you both are close with, you and Ditzy, okay? To gain her sympathy. Because we all left them. And it didn't work. Because if you're really going to do that, and you need the real mental health for that. The mental health for that.
You don't care. I literally am breaking right now.
She's a lot, not a lot stronger than I am, because why? She has a son that did that. My dad did that. I don't know that man.
Found him.
I have a different outlook than what she does right now on this.
I fucking found him. You know that. I fucking found my son.
Why are you just sitting there? Like, it doesn't even look like you're breaking a tear. It looks like I can see the wheels just turning in your head. You're not saying anything. It looks like you feel no sympathy. Nothing. It looks like you have zero feeling on your face right now.
Why would you do that? Just answer that question. Don't fucking give I'm sorry because it's fucking mute. Why would you fucking put that on people's heads?
Because Free Putt's right.
What?
Because what?
Wait, hold on. Everybody has been saying that to you, and you haven't said that same thing to any of us, but you're going to say it when Free Putt down there says it? That you need mental health
Because
help?
all of you are right.
Okay,
Because
Cupcake,
all
turn
of
the
you are
comments
right.
off.
I don't know why I'm...
Nope.
I don't
Hold
know
on. Time out.
why.
Time out. Cupcake, turn the comments off, please. Because he's reading the comments, and he doesn't. This is not coming as a genuine thing right now.
So I'm gonna ask you again now that the comments are off. Tell me why the fuck, knowing what I went through, you and I had a deep talk about my son. So please tell me, why in the fuck would you put that on my head?
I wasn't trying to put it on anybody's head.
No, but you did by repeating it in what you're saying. You said it to me, and you said it to Ditzy, and then she stopped you. And then you said it in a video that you made, and you said it in your videos in Discord that you made, in your server that you made. So again, you actually need the real mental help, like real mental help. Because somebody that has experienced any of that, or you having that, whatever that thing did, the semicolon or whatever that little that thing is that Ditzy has, that's null and void at this point.
Yeah.
For you.
You literally said it in this live as a sympathy fucking card. As a way to cop out of everything that you've done.
I called it, by the way.
I know you did.
You only went to the hospital so that, and I did say this many, many times, my trust for you is so far gone that when you did go, my only 3 reasons that I thought you went were so that you could use your famous line, well, I'm a super, right? So you went because you either went because you're a super, and because if you get the help that we'll all forgive and forget and never talk about it again and not have to hold you accountable. Or my other thought was you went and you wanted to have 2 witnesses watching you go on a walk, me and Nephew Pappy, or proper grammar, Nephew Pappy and I, so that we would see you walking somewhere, right? And then when you got there, in my mind, when you got there, you were just trying to find a more smooth and sneaky way to just window lick us, because now you have 2 witnesses that showed, or that can vouch that you walked and got some help. But that was a thought.
So here's my thing before I go down, Ditzy. I don't mean to cut you off, baby, but I gotta drop. So this is what I'm gonna say. I don't care what you did it for. I don't. But I do beg that you get the fuck away from social media and get actual real help. But I'm telling you, don't you ever put that on somebody's head, because you don't know their story. But the problem is you know mine.
Bestie. Bestie, you need to take a breath. Okay? Wolfie, I need you to see that your words and the things that you insinuate affect people in a negative way. I'm going to be very frank, because I think I was very nice the first time I came up here, frankly. You try to make people feel like shit because you feel like shit yourself. And while what I was asking for when I was trying to be supportive of you and encourage you and get you to see that this is a very long process versus just poof, I took a 3-day intensive vacay, because I mean, not that I thought it was a vacay, because I know it's not, but you know what I mean. You get what I'm putting down, right?
Yeah, I do.
But using the fact that you got close to us and taking what are the most poignant parts of who made us who we are, her dealing with her son, me struggling with miscarriages and infertility to be a mom, and all of that, and you taking those little digs and jamming that utensil in there like you did. That is the manipulation that shows your character. That is the manipulation that causes her to be broken right now. You,
I'm sorry. I need to drop down, but I need to say, Wolfie, I need proof sent to either Cupcake or Cherokee that you canceled your plane tickets out to me. And I would also like you to know that I do have my local police informed, because a fear of mine is that you're going to show up here because you've never been true to your word. My local police do know about this, my fear that you're going to show up at my house, and they will be around my neighborhood that entire week. Okay, and I promise you that if you try to show up, it will not be a good idea. You will be going to my local jail. Okay? I need you to send proof that you canceled those tickets, and I need to get out of here now. Okay? I'm sorry I interrupted you, Betty Boop. I just, I couldn't, yeah. I love,
it's okay.
yeah, thank you.
You're okay, Ditzy.
You're good, Ditzy. But do you understand why she wants that?
Hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on 1 second. Hold on 1 second for me, because I'm not going to be here for a minute. Hey, Wolfie, I got a question for you. Do you know what the difference is between blurred reality and reality is?
No, sir.
This app that you're on right now is a blurred reality for you because you don't keep it real. All right. I've been off this app for well over a month. I pop in here and there. I don't go into lives. I don't do anything. I don't even really scroll this app anymore. You need to literally deactivate all of your accounts and work on yourself before you get somebody else hurt or you get yourself hurt. And I am telling you that out of a spot of respect for everybody that's in this live and for the people that I know in this live. You seriously need some fucking help. And I've said that for a while now.
He has.
So my suggestion would be to you is honestly delete everything and stay the hell off this app for a while until you get the help that you need. Because the look on your face right now shows no remorse for anything that you've done. It shows nothing. It shows a blank stare with nothing going on behind those eyes. And I'm telling you, man, you need to do it. Because if not, you're going to end up in really bad spots, dude. And that's not going to help anybody.
Yeah.
So take it for what it's worth, and y'all have a wonderful day.
There you go in there. I came back up to only say something to Susie, Jess, Belong, and my Dixie girl here. And I hope there's two of them are still in here. I want to say how strong y'all are, how proud I am of y'all, and how proud I am to call y'all my friends. How I do appreciate every one of you, including you, Cupcake. I'm sorry. How much I appreciate you as friends, and how we stand up for each other. Please walk away. I know you said what you said, and you stand it because you're good people. You know who you are. What he's done and what he has said and what other people has done and said on his behalf doesn't make who you girls are at all. We that know you and really pay attention to you know you're not that way. We know who you are. We know what your soul is. And I just want to say I'm proud to be your friend. I'm proud to call you my friend. I love you.
You're a strong lady also, so you need to accept that also, because it's taken a lot for everybody to go through every experience that we all have, and it's taken a toll on everybody. But we know who we are, and we haven't faked it on here.
We've been 100.
Absolutely. But I felt that you needed to hear that, and we leave, or I leave it as giving you girls praise, you Cupcake for allowing us to be able to do that, you for seeing and taking the time and looking at the proof we had. Thank you. Love you, girl. So now I'm going back down to section 8. Love you, girl.
Love you.
And just know that you're a strong lady also. We all are. We're all strong people. But do you understand why nobody is like taking, because you've done a lot. Even today, you've done a lot. So it's going to take a lot for people to understand what just happened for some. Like, I look at what you said differently than what Belong does, and that's because we've had different experiences in it. But Belong says don't breathe her name no more. She doesn't want no one calling her and having us to get in another meeting. She doesn't want to, because she knows that there's a couple of us on this app that if we hear her name being uttered, we go back and we do tell her. It's like if I heard you saying anything about any of them, Cupcake, Cherokee, any of them, I'd go and tell them, because it's not right.
No, I don't care. You can say my name. Just make sure whatever comes out of your mouth is the truth.
No, I don't even want that, because
I don't care.
now it's all a lie right now. So
No, but I understand. But I mean, I've already proven who I am, even down to the point, which I wasn't going to bring up, Jess, but where I stopped you from going deeper than you did, because I still try to live by the rules I have for other people also apply to myself. But had you been in front of me when you made those comments about me as a wife and a mother, that had been another story. But like everybody else, I'm going to forgive you because it's what I need from me. I'm not going to promise to never speak your name. I'll never speak a lie. Because if people ask me about stuff, I'm not one of these.
I
Can't talk about it because they're not in here. I don't do that.
Yeah, we use names. We don't skirt around the bush. You already know that. We don't. If we have a problem with, we'll say their name, and you know that, because we're not scared. Like what?
If I'm asked a question, I'm going to answer it, but I won't sit there and just ramble on for days mentioning your name in every live I go to, because it's
not how we roll.
And you don't get that much time of my life.
We only say something if we hear that somebody has said something. It's usually how it rolls. And we don't involve other people. Even if we want to get their advice, we don't involve other people, because it's really none of their business at the end of the day.
But I do say this. Stop calling that a jump live, because that's not what it was.
Yeah.
That may be what you perceived it to be, but that's not what it was.
And
any more than you making videos but blocking us.
And what OG does, that's him. He's protecting his friends. He got tired of hearing the shit that was being said about all of us. He got tired of it, like anybody would. I'm getting tired of all the consequences after it, if you want me to be honest. And I shouldn't have the consequences. I didn't do nothing. But yet I have people coming after me. And, well, just one, really. Because he doesn't want to be held accountable either. And it's called accountability. You're accountable for a reason. And if you can't be held accountable and you just point the blame, misery loves company. And that's not my circus. And I'm not down with it. So, and I tend to believe that now. My mama always said that misery loves company. I'm not miserable. But I'm not going to join your misery. But you do need the mental help. And you need to actually go get it. And Google is not your friend. Your friend's giving you advice that's not getting mental help.
Thank you, Cupcake. Thank you, Cherokee.
Yep, thank you.
You're welcome. And I'm praying over you ladies.
Thank you. But I'm done. So, I'll drop down.
Wolfie, do you have anything else that you would want to say?
I have nothing currently on my mind that I
Wolfie, I'm going to say two things to you.
Go ahead, Silas.
One, you need to fucking go get the mental goddamn help that you need. And two, you need to fucking getting somebody hurt with your stupid shit or you're going to get hurt.
Yeah.
You need to go get your fucking head right. And you know I'm going to just come at it out and fucking say it. I ain't sugarcoating shit.
Yeah.
Do what Tommy suggested. Get the fuck off the app. And go get your shit together. Because you obviously need it.
Yeah.
You know damn well I've always been straight with you and I ain't changing now.
Yeah.
Get the fuck off the app, delete all your fucking accounts, or at least deactivate every single fucking one of them, including all your backups, and go get the fucking help you need, because I'm going to tell you right now, you're not going to be fine 24 hours after your 72-hour hold. Yeah. It is going to take fucking months and months, if not years and years and years.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to stay off the app for years, but at least you need to get the fuck off the app and stay off until you can get your shit together and somewhat straightened out.
Yeah.
Wolfie, I meant what I said. I really do wish you well. I hope that you can get that help. And don't get me wrong, nobody on there here has it all together. But
So, ma'am.
Sir, you do not, because you're friends with me. Right there, you have a problem. But it's I don't wish you ill, but dude, the way you've hurt me and my friends, I don't want you in my life either. Okay? But you do need to take a good hard look, and I'm glad you have people who you can talk to and lean on. And because nobody should feel so completely alone that they feel the need to handle their own depression, if you know what I mean. So I would never want that. I never want anybody hurt. But that is all I have to say. And now I'm going to go close like a boss bitch.
I'm going to be flat out honest with you, Wolf. I feel like I was fucking played, and that fucking really pisses me off. Because the day that I talked you into fucking walking up to that hospital and getting the help, I thought you were going to take it seriously, stay in there when you told me you had the 72-hour hold, and then I thought I was trying to give you the fucking benefit of the doubt that you were going to continue with the fucking help. And apparently that didn't fucking happen. Did it?
I keep going, but nothing's sticking. I don't understand it.
Then you don't, if I'm going to tell you right now, you cannot help somebody that don't want the fucking help. So if nothing's sticking and nothing's working, that tells me that you don't want to fucking change. You have to want to fucking change, or it's never gonna fucking happen. Ever. So if the shit ain't working and it ain't sticking, and you've tried multiple therapists or whatever, then that tells me you truly don't want the fucking change to happen. And that pisses me off as well. Because all you're going to do is continue fucking hurting people. And I'm not saying this. I'm not saying I want this to fucking happen. But you're going to continue to fucking hurt people. And I do not want somebody to come after you personally. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because it's going to end up hurting you. That's what I'm saying. You're going to fucking end up hurting people on the app. And somebody's going to fucking get tired of this shit. And they're going to track you down. And I don't want to fucking see that happening.
Yeah.
That's the point I'm trying to make. Go fucking get the help. You need to fucking want to get the help, or it's not going to fucking work. You have to be determined that you want to fucking change for the better. Just because you say it doesn't mean you truly want it. And I hope you didn't take that as a threat, because it was not. It was just a warning that what could happen and that I don't want to see happen.
I know. There's been other cases that's actually happened in.
Well, then don't you think it's time to fucking truly want to change?
Yeah.
So when is that going to happen? Because before that happens, until that happens, none of the shit's going to fucking work for you. Because you know what? I had a drinking problem 26 years ago. I wanted to quit. I reached out to AA. I found out my ex-wife was pregnant, and guess what? I fucking did it on my own. I know it's a little bit of a different situation, but what I'm getting at is the fact that I wanted to get the help, and I did it on my own because I did not want to be an alcoholic father.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying? Like, I truly wanted the help.
Yeah.
Therefore, it fucking worked for me. So you need to truly want the help, or it's not gonna work. Yeah. This is why nothing's working for you. Because you don't truly want it.
Figure this shit out.
You're damn straight you need to figure this shit out. Until you figure this shit out and you truly want it, you're just going to continue fucking hurting people.
Yeah.
I normally don't preach religion, but you need to fucking get right with God, and maybe he can help you out.
Maybe.
Like, I don't try to push that shit on other people, but
I know.
You need something to help you right now.
Yeah.
Well, unless anybody else, a Cupcake, I know you can't talk, but is there something you wanted to say in the chat to open the chat, or I think we pretty much covered everybody that Wolfie wanted to talk to. Is there anybody else you wanted to talk to, Wolfie, or was that it?
That's it.
Okay, if you're all ready to go, I'll just stay here muted, and whenever Cupcake's ready, she's typing to you in the chat. Oh, and Cupcake, Ditsy did mention about doing a second one. Have her get in touch with you if you all need me. Let me know.
Okay.
Wolfie, do you have proof that you could send Cupcake?
Yes.
Or me, either one or both? Okay. Ditsy deserves the peace of mind.
I'll send that immediately after this live.
Okay, thank you.